Golfers, we're different. We aren't afraid to go for it. We're dedicated. And we never stop. Not every place gets us, but one does. Myrtle Beach, 78 courses, 60 miles of beach. You could say we were made for each other. The beach gets golfers. Golfers get the beach.
Welcome to the Myrtle Beach Golf Report, powered by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com. I'm Kyle Olin, and this is David Williams, and we are live from TPC Myrtle Beach for round one of the 2021 Dustin Johnson World Junior Golf Championship. David, this is an event we look forward to every year, and I'm excited to be here. I know you're excited to be here.
Kyle, let me just start out by saying it's great to be back on the Golf Report with you. It's great to have the Golf Report traveling for the first time. And yes, this event is awesome. Best junior golfers in the world right here in Myrtle Beach at TPC Myrtle Beach. I'm excited.
Yeah, we are hitting the road, and it is exciting. There's a buzz around this place. There's
Absolutely.
A buzz around the campus of TPC Myrtle Beach. There's a buzz on the practice range. There's a buzz over at the Dustin Johnson Golf School where we were at yesterday. It was a big day over there yesterday, wasn't it, David?
It was. It was a busy day. We had world #1 golfer in town, Dustin Johnson. Nick Faldo was also in town, and Marty Smith from ESPN was also in town. And Kyle, it was just it was a crazy day here, I think, to say the least.
It was a crazy day in Myrtle Beach, but a fun day. And, you know, when we think about these days, when we look back, there's always a story to be told. And the story that stood out in my mind yesterday was obviously we had the world #1 in town, back in town, really. And Dustin had a lot, for those that weren't there and couldn't see, Dustin had a lot of media obligations, obviously, as the Masters champ coming into town. But the one thing that stood out to me was that every time he had a break, he pulled out a club and started practicing. And to me, that was a direct indication of why he's the game's top player right now, that even in those small minutes, he was still working on his craft. Very cool stuff, and we loved having Dustin Johnson in town. Always love when the big guy comes back.
And, you know, Kyle, and not only, you know, watching him taking the time out of his day to practice and everything, but I think the thing that stood out to me the most, because obviously he was here, he had media obligations to fill, but the real reason he was here was for the kids. Yeah. And watching the way that he interacted with those kids, watching their faces light up when they saw literally the best golfer in the world show up to watch them hit balls, watching the way he interacted with those kids was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, it was surreal to see the kids just come up and flock around him looking for pictures and selfies with him. Really cool scene here yesterday. But David, let's talk about the golf tournament. All right, that's the story. This, for those that don't know, the Dustin Johnson World Junior Golf Championship, which is held every year at TPC Myrtle Beach, is one of the elite junior tournaments in the world. All right, it is a great event. It has a very strong field. David, tell us a little bit about the field here.
So this year's field is stacked. I mean, it is stacked. You have Maxwell Ford, Luke Clinton, who almost won this thing a couple years ago. You have Andrew McQuan from Neptune Beach, Florida. I mean, Kyle, it is just, it's packed. And obviously the girls' side of the field, you know, you have Yoko Tai, you have Kate Bennett as well. I mean, it's stacked, and it's going to be a fantastic tournament. Watching these kids take on TPC Myrtle Beach is going to be a joy. Yeah,
it has one of the strongest fields in the country, and actually a fun stat which really is the telling tale of this tournament is that 3 of the top 4 collegiate golfers right now, according to GolfStat, have played in this event, okay, over the years. That's Jacob Bridgman, who's ranked #2 currently, Michael Brennan, who's ranked #3, who won the event. I believe, what year was that?
That was 2019.
Yep.
18.
Yep. And then you have David Puig, who's ranked #4. 3 of the top 4 collegiate golfers have all played in this event, and that's not even including one of the biggest names, Akshay Bhatia, who won the event, who is now 20 years old, and he's on tour. And actually, just a few weeks ago, I believe it was at Pebble Beach, he tore up the first round. He was among the top 3 after the first round.
Hit all 18 greens in the first round too, Kyle.
So that tells you about the level of competition at this event. David, I want to know a little bit about what time these guys are teeing off. and who some of the featured pairs are today.
So, Kyle, we got tee time starting at 9 a.m. off 1 and 10. And the group that I'm looking forward to is a little later on in the day. I'm looking at the 11-10 tee time off number 1 of Maxwell Ford, Nicholas Dunlap, and Caleb Surratt. Now, those 3 names, I mean, you talk about 3 kids that are probably going to be close to the top of that leaderboard come Sunday. That's the one that I have my mind or my eyes set on. And on the girls' side of things, the 10:30 tee time, Brooke Bierman, Valerie Ramirez, and Ho Jung Jang is the one that I've got my eyes set on, because I think Brooke has a very, very, very good chance of winning this year. And Valerie is an international player. She's actually from Bogota, Colombia. And so it's great to have some international players in town in the field this year.
Some strong players right there. But you know who's winning this event this year, David?
Who?
I can tell you right now.
Us.
No, not us.
Oh.
Okay. These kids would wipe my butt on this course. But who is winning this event? And you heard it from me first. We're going to follow back up on Sunday to tell you how, if I'm right or wrong, but I'm going to be right. It's Little John Daly. Little John, this is his 3rd year here.
Mm-hmm.
He's been walking around. I saw him walking around yesterday.
Got swag.
Yeah, like he owns the place, okay? He was in contention, I believe it was a year ago, heading into the final day. Today, this is his year. He's going to be on top. He's going to be hoisting the trophy on Sunday, and he is going to be going back home to Dad with a new trophy for the trophy case. Little John Daly. David, do you have anyone that might win?
I do. From the guys' side of things, I'm looking at Luke Clinton. Luke almost won a couple years ago when Akshay won. Obviously, it was pretty tough, going up against Akshay. Shot, I think, 10 under that year. So, obviously, nobody was really near that. On the girls' side, I've been struggling with this one, Kyle. I'm looking at Savannah Hilton. I'm looking at Abby Shute. I'm just not sure. I think I'm going to have to let the first round kind of play out before I can really put my thumb on the scale and decide who's going to win.
You know what?
Side.
The women's division or the girls' division is a tougher one to call. I think there's more parity across the board. But I do like Brooke Bierman. I think Brooke's got a great chance of it. So we'll see. We'll catch back. But hey, David, I know we're coming back tomorrow. We're going to provide some updates from the first round. We encourage everyone to come back tomorrow, 8 a.m., and we'll be here again live from TPC Myrtle Beach, the host of the 2021 Dustin Johnson World Junior Golf Championship.